What's up, everybody? This is Donald Francis. Welcome to Manifested Thoughts Podcast. We're helping people put their thoughts in perspective. Listen, I want to talk directly to the person that feel they're not good enough. You know how it is. You came up with your brother and your sister, and they just seem to be so much better at life than you are. They maintained a longer job. They got a great job or a career before you got yours. You know, they finished school and got all the credentials, but, you got maybe a GED. And then it seems that everybody is proud of them more than they are of you. They'll celebrate you, but they'll celebrate them in a great way and show them off to everybody else. You know how it is. You felt like you're not good enough to even get married and or yet get married again because you felt like maybe you weren't tall enough, you weren't short enough, you weren't light skinned, you weren't dark skinned, you weren't wide enough, you weren't slim enough. I found out that love have no shape, no form, no color, no type of anything. Love is what love does. And love is something that will cause you to love somebody with your heart and not with what's inside of your pants. Just wanted to be real. Sorry about that. However, you know how it is. Sometimes you feel like you're just not good enough. You got that department that you work for, and it seems like that all of your coworkers seem to have a better IQ than you. And you brought your idea to the company only to find out that somebody else came up with a better idea and they worship that one over you. And even your boss sometimes seem to give you tough love. They listen to you, but they're not hearing you. And they're like, okay, but just do the job and do the work, and you're doing a good job, just to give you a pat on the back, just to get you on out of the way. But then when everyone else come around and they assemble, it seems like that everybody else gravitate to other people other than you, and you feel just like not good enough. So I'm reminded of a movie called The Matrix, where Morpheus felt that Neo was the one that was going to save Zion. He was so excited he couldn't wait for the Oracle to meet him. And when he finally met the Oracle looked at him and said, yeah, I know Morpheus felt that you are the one, but I'm sorry to tell you, you're not the one. Now, at the end of the day, Neo feels some type of way because Morpheus already hyped him up for him to believe that he is the one. By the way, he did pull him into the Matrix. He told him to take either the red pill or the blue pill, and he took the red pill, and that's what got him into the Matrix. He said, I went through all of this rebirth for what? Just to be told that I'm not the one? Now, awkwardly, he walks out of the kitchen to Morpheus knowing that he's not the one. But the Oracle said, whoa, before you leave, take these 3 cookies because I know you feel awful about what it was that I told you. But when you eat these cookies, I guarantee you by in the morning, you're not going to remember anything that ever taken place. So he walks into the living room where Morpheus is, and Morpheus instantly says, don't tell me anything she said, because anything she told you was for you and not for me. And so obviously, for some reason, that's exactly how life have to be in order to bring the best out of you. Can I tell you something? It's not that you're not good enough, because things that happen didn't happen to you. Things happen for you, in the words of Jay-Z. Sometimes you got to be told the opposite of what you believe so that what you really are can come up out of you. But sometimes your mind can be a very convincing liar, because here's the deal. In between your conscious and your subconscious lie paradigm. And your paradigm is all of your doubts, all of your low points, all of what you feel you can't do. It take over your subconscious mind and will go against your conscious mind for you to now become double-minded. And I love the way the Bible says a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. So let's talk about how you can get through this. And in the words of Peter Vogt, what's not written is not real. So what you want to do is write down all of the things that your paradigm tell you, all of what you feel you cannot do. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I'm not good at that. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at that. I can't achieve this. I can't achieve that. What I want you to do is work on once per month everything you feel you can't do, because repetition is the key. Repetition is the father of all learning and the mother of all mastery. The reason why your paradigm have been developed is because of what you see repetitiously. In other words, the way you've been brought up, what you've been brought up in, your environment, whatever it was when you were 7, if it was negative, then that's what's in your paradigm. So now you have to work at getting rid of and removing your paradigm by doing everything your paradigm says you can't do. So write down what you feel you can't do and reverse it by working on one thing per month, because anything you do for 21 days will now become a part of you. If you feel that this video has given you value, why don't you smash the like button or even subscribe or leave me a comment. And until next time, peace. Yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Hey, what's going on, everybody? So today, as you can see, there's a slight different in our setup today because I really want to feel like being interpersonal with everybody today, rather than have the darkness and the background lights and then have my other camera and stuff like that. I'm off my Logitech camera, by the way, and I'm just, I want to feel interpersonal with you. So I wanted to say good morning. Glad to see you here. Sherry Horton Nichols, what's going on? If you can, just like and share your page. It's about to get started. I see two of us. I know people will be coming in periodically and stuff like that. So with that being said, let's get this thing started. Welcome to Manifest the Thoughts Podcast. We're helping people bring their imagination into reality by way of work and anything that they believe in according to their desires. Our starting goal is to help 500 people bring their imagination into reality. And listen, you won't only see us here. By the way, if this is our first time meeting, by the way, before we get to that, my name is Donald Francis, by the way, if you don't really have to care nothing about me too much, but it's nice to meet you with much gratitude, much peace and love and respect. Thank you for stopping by our channel. Listen, you'll see us here at It's Life Podcast, right here on YouTube and on Facebook. And if you like to be entertained, sometimes you can go right to our page right here on It's All You TV. That's ITZALLYOU-TV. Some people ask me, why do I spell it out? It's because it's for people at Spotify. Listen, if you can't catch us during the week, you can definitely catch us right here on Channel 49 TV. You'll catch us right there. Take a look at the link at below. We'll make sure that we keep it there. I keep forgetting to put it up there. I have to make sure I put it up there. Sundays, 9 p.m., Channel 49 TV. Really, really good people. Listen, y'all, what's going on? Happy to see everybody. And for those of you who are on our business line, please like and share your page. For those of you who are on our personal line, please like, share your page. Let people know that we're on. We're obviously talking about a really, really good topic today. I wanted to make sure that you knew about this because it's very well thought of. I want to talk to people who felt that they had setbacks. I want to talk to you about how you bounce back. I want you to bounce back. Daniel Elliott, good to see you, sir. Bounce back. So today we want to talk about that, about bouncing back. A lot of times people, they try things more than 5, 6, 7 times, and all of a sudden they just give up. And obviously we have life challenges and stuff like that we have to face when we're trying to pursue certain things. But if you want something that bad, and if it's a burning in you that you really, really want to make sure that it's done, listen, nothing would stop you if it's that bad. If you know you got something that you want to pursue, nothing will ever stop you. So with that being said, let's get it started. You see what I'm saying? Listen, we talk about bounce back, and there's some things that we need to learn. It's a new word, and it's an old word, and it's called resilience. When you are resilient, simply means that when anything come your way, you're so resilient that it can't stop you because you have a determination. I'm about to do this. And by any means necessary, I'm going to make sure it take place. By the way, what are you drinking this morning? I have a cup that have something that's unknown because I don't want to sponsor anything that's not sponsoring me, So because we have a short venue today, I want to make sure that I'm able to do stuff like this and get right to the point. Listen, Ma Parker, Dale Brown, good to see you. Listen, let's talk about cultivate a positive mindset. When you foster a positive outlook on life, by fostering or focusing on, the silver lining in difficult situations, will help you to understand that, listen, I'm practicing and developing, a positive mindset in anything that we do. And to go right down to the nitty gritty, I want you to understand that we have some examples about what difficult situations can look like and be all about that we may encounter in our lives. It's so funny. Every time around this time, I start to do this, and I don't know why, because I don't do this all morning. But listen, how about financial hardship? Dealing with financial difficulties such as the loss of a job, unexpected medical expenses, or overwhelming debt that can be incredibly challenging. It could lead to stress, uncertainty, and the need to make tough financial decisions. And I'm going to tell you something for 2024. I believe that we should start thinking about the tough financial situations that we have to face now. Like we talked about, dealing with financial difficulties is everybody number one, top of the list, rather job loss, top of the list. And that's the reason why you have the power of, what they call preparation, to always put away and prepare for that particular type of moment, And so today I want to feel like, you here with me. That's why I got the lights on, no LED background. Look, I got the logo in the back right here. I'm not wearing that. I just want to feel like we're talking together. I want to just connect with y'all, and this is one of the ways that we deal, one of the hardships that we face, while we're trying to cultivate a positive mindset. The question becomes, how do I create a positive mindset, in difficult situations? Because see, here's the deal. What we have to understand is that difficult situations help us to understand that we have an opportunity. Every bad, somewhat setback can give you an opportunity to new doors, new opening, new ways, new way of having a different perspective on how we think about certain things. You get what I'm saying? So again, it's always a good thing. Wow, good to see you. Hey, what's up, my dude? Good to see you, brother, on YouTube. Always a pleasure to see you, sir. And I want you to know that it's always a setback. It's always a setback that we'll find. We have to, I think if we prepare for setbacks more than we prepare for future stuff, you'll find yourself getting to your future goal and your future mind and your future living faster. She said we have to be realistic and rational about the stuff that we go through, So these are difficult encounters. Listen, so we got financial hardship. Well, here's another one. How about a loss of a loved one? Coping with the death of a family member, a friend, or a loved one is a deeply emotional and difficult experience. Grief can manifest in various ways and can take some time to process. See, one of the things that we have to understand, and I forgot the other C, one of the things we have to understand, right, about dealing with, the loss of a loved one is that we have to give ourselves some time. We do know that the bread trucks still run, the milkman still get to the, to the store, the mailman still run, mass transit is still running, people are still selling their merchandise, stores are still opening, nothing ever shut down, even after I go up. I think I'm so grateful to my pastor. Suki on the line, good to see you. What's going on, Gabby? Love you. I'm so grateful to my former pastor, the late Reverend Arthur Creighton, who has said, listen, you know what's going to happen after I leave here? The milkman's still going to be running. Mailman's still going to be running. Mass transit's still going to be going. People are going to still take flights. Nothing's going to stop. Even though we have holidays, nothing's really going to stop, after we leave here. Your job situation, even if you work at a particular job, that building is still going to be running. Nobody's going to be like, all right, look, let's stop everything because Donald's gone. But individually, we have to learn when we have the loss of a loved one while facing difficult times in order for us to bounce back from it. You got to know how to give yourself some time. Now, mass transit might be running, but you stop mass transit. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The mailman might be running, but you ain't got to check that. You take a pause. You take a set, you know what I'm saying? You take a chill for a little while to give yourself some time for the duration of the type of grief. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Some people don't know this too much because they may never ever see it happening. That after a while, and during the loss of a loved one and loss of a friend, matter of fact, they're burying my friend Prince on Saturday or funeralizing him on Saturday. I can't get up there. I done boohoo cried like a baby, but I looked at the fact that he would want Donald to continue to keep going with his stuff. By the way, he encouraged me so many different times. And see, here's the deal. There's some griefs that you may not ever get over, and indubitably you will not. But it doesn't mean this one thing. you will not. Life will heal, and it will actually get easier than the day before. You're not getting over the person. You're not throwing away the loved one. You're not throwing away, and just pushing stuff to the side. But here's the deal. I'm saying? Life will become easier without you even realizing life is getting easier. I can't help my boy Uber's on the line, but to think about our brother, Jamel. You feel what I'm saying? He will never go away. My mother will never go away. My father, my father-in-law, what I'm saying, who's not my father, who's more my father than anything, he will never go away. What I'm saying? People who had loved ones, but here's the deal. The more and more we live, the more and more we continue to do what we do, the more and more we'll get a chance to make it be easier, step by tiny step, to begin to move on. Why? Because they don't become our sorrow, they become more of our strength. So this is what we talk about when we try to bounce back from a situation. You make yourself stronger. That's a muscle rip for a long time before it heal and make a new muscle. But a new muscle is being formed because there are things that are inside of you because of the loss. You're finding out you're able to do that you never thought that you'd be able to do when they were here. So I hope that I gave you some value there. So even the loss of a loved one. Let's go. Watch this. A health crisis are sometimes one of the things. Facing a serious illness or health condition, either personally or in a loved one, something can be a significant life challenge. It often involves medical treatments and emotional strain. I'm saying a lifestyle adjustments. We always, every single day, we go through lifestyle adjustments. I'm saying? We have to learn how to adjust to the situation. And listen, I'm talking to y'all, but here's what I want you to understand too. I remember a man by the name of Paul, in the Bible, and it's just as practical as it is. You say, "What's up, my guy?" It's just as practical as it is spiritual. Paul understood how to adjust to every situation and things that may come his way. He's locked up on his third journey, writing to the church at Corinth, or writing to the church at Rome, writing to the church at, Colossians and all of them. But he often always say, look, pray that I get a safe journey to you, that when I get out of here, and not even though I'm innocent of the reason why I'm here, pray that when I do get out of here to come and see you in Acts 28, that, listen, that I have a safe journey. He had been stoned, spat at. He had his authority, question. Anybody have ever had their well-being questioned? You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. About, well, what it is, you're doing this. All right, Yolanda on the line. She's doing shows. Where does she get her money? Where does she get this? Where does she do that? Donald, you're podcasting. Okay, so what is it? Is it because you want to sell something? What kind of gimmick? Why do you have to question somebody's authority when people are just trying to share their heart? You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you got people who are mad, so he had his authority question. He was stoned. You know what happened when you're stoned? And those days, you have a big stone that's over your head, wrapped up in rope. They cut the rope, and it falls on you. And so at the end of the day, he had been through all types of challenges, but it never stopped him from getting to his destiny. You see what I'm saying? So my friend, no matter stoned in your own way, questioned in your own way, spat out in your own way, no matter which way, learn how to have resilience by bouncing back from anything. You ever been in a place where people thought you were finished? Oh, it ain't coming back. They old news now. They used to be the thing, but then at the end of the day, you took a whole year out. Get yourself together, get your wardrobe up, get your mind together, get your muscles together to come back with a strong. Yolanda is somebody I could utilize as a perfect example. She had at her actual show, days before the show that she had to go in for brain surgery. And her mind was so focused on her show, brain surgery went like this. She's calling the day two days after, like she ain't never been through nothing, saying, hey, thank you everybody for coming to the show, this, that, and the other, and still giving out instructions. If that's not the epitome of resilience, I don't know what is. How about this? You're bouncing back from the loss of a loved one. That's resilience. You're still eating. You're still here. You're still, clothing yourself. You could have been like, look, I'm going to stay in the house, not wash it for 2 weeks, not eat anything, let the house go, smelling worse than the dog without, anything, any grooming, again, but you chose to still get up. You chose to muster up something. You see what I'm saying? Again, that's bouncing back from a whatever it is that you go through. Can I tell you something? Anything that you go through, and I mean absolutely anything by the grace of God, and I pray that nobody in this year, the rest of this year, will have to go through. We're only a few days in before the year is out. Forget Christmas on Monday, but before the year is out, we only got a week and some change. You feel what I'm saying? And things are still going on. But if we're able to see 2024 in a great, great way, in an impactful way, right? I'm going to tell you something. Anything that we can face, we are able to bounce back from, as long as you're doing this, still breathing. As long as you're still breathing, you're able to bounce back from anything, It might take you some time to get there, but listen, small wins are more effective than anybody who go fast forward to try to get to that particular win. You see what I'm saying? Yo, if I'm giving you value, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up, give me the hearts up. Let me see who's on YouTube. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Awarding goods. That's my boy. That's Anthony Ward. Yeah, I couldn't see, son. That's why I couldn't say nothing too much. You see what I'm saying? So again, these things, you know what I'm saying, financial hardship, loss of a loved one, health crisis are all under cultivating, you know what I'm saying, cultivate a positive mindset or cultivating a positive mindset. Let's watch this. Develop problem-solving skills. Let me tell you something. I tell people all the time, and they ask me, Donald, how, you go on and you talk to people, you seem like a natural and stuff like that. I don't feel that I seem like a natural. I'm just trying to be natural. Let me tell you something. You got people who sometimes when they turn on a camera or they hear the word recording, is the equivalent of anybody who put the name or the word test on a paper and now you answer questions. If you had no test, you know what I'm saying, if you didn't have the word test on the top of your paper and you answer specific questions, you're so relaxed, you're so cool, you ain't think about anything. And you don't even care. Watch this. You don't care if you get it wrong. You feel what I'm saying? But when people turn on a camera and they know that they're being recorded or they're live, for some reason, they just switch over to this other person. And that's not what you want to show them, but you want to be the person that you can be. So when people are asking me, Donald, how do you do this? How do you do that? You know what I'm saying? Solving the problem was first me hearing myself. I don't know if anybody's like me. What's up, Marlon? And what's up, Mo Middleton, my girl? I don't know if anybody's like this, but you can't stand listening to yourself when you play back or looking at yourself when you play back. I had to get used to watching and listening to my own voice on camera. You see what I'm saying? I had to get used to this, and I had to take a look at the camera before I could even see a screen. I had to take a look at a machine we call a camera and talk to a machine, but envision people being behind that particular camera. That's a form of resilience. You see what I'm saying? So in essence, I had to solve the problem of being used to me being on camera in order to be able to come on here and service you. That's solving a particular problem that will become a great skill set. But let's give some other examples about solving problem according to a skill set. Watch this. Anybody you've ever had this, and I'm sure you have, workplace conflict resolution is what we need. For an example, you're experiencing conflict with a colleague at work, right? Which is affecting your productivity on your job's satisfaction and job satisfaction. So listen, you might not be satisfied in your job no more because you're witnessing a conflict with your colleague. That's not good, because depending upon the colleague and the status that they hold can become difficult for you. What if they're in supervisor status, and you're having conflict with the supervisor, right? Some things can happen deliberately from that individual, depending upon the lack of maturity. You see what I'm saying? And because they're immature, sometimes they can act a fool on you, give you extra stuff that's not even your job description, all because they're the supervisor. We do know they have rules and bylaws and regulations as to where in your defense you can say certain things, but it's not easy when you have a conflict, you know what I'm saying, with a particular colleague that's trying to make things difficult. Let me see. I don't think Robin Holmes on the line. She was just telling me about something that she had to do. But can I tell you what she did? And I advised her to do this. And this is something that we teach about self-development, self-control, self-awareness, you know what I'm saying? And so, again, this is what we teach right here on this particular channel. But if you want to go deeper, we have classes for this, and you could join the classes. Really, I mean, really, if you're, we got value for this. But listen, here's the deal. I always teach humility is something that nobody can get around. Humility. Sometimes you have people, and I'm gonna be very, very transparent with you all in this particular aspect of resilience and bouncing back from a traumatizing situation. This is the thing, honestly, that fast forwarded me into this type of blessing that made me to believe, listen, if I can't help nobody else, and if people feel that I can't be a good helper to their organization, their business, with doggone it, I'm gonna start my own. You feel what I'm saying? I'll never forget when I was working at 55 Hudson Yards, you know what I'm saying? And, working for that beautiful company called Related. People there are beautiful, beautiful people. But in the building, sometimes we make certain mistakes. And when you make certain mistakes, such as innocent mistakes, because you're trying to cover your policy and your side of, what it is that you've been taught. See, sometimes in life, when you've been taught customer service and you have to try to combine customer service with security, who's technically the opposite of customer service, we always teach according to customer service, customer experience. We want what they want. You see what I'm saying? And if a person requests something of you, we want them to feel trusted by us. And that's what we teach. We taught not too long ago, and I forgot what episode and what video we taught this, but we taught an acronym by the name of TWISP. And that's TWISP. So T stand for trusted, past tense, ED. I stand for important. You want people to feel important. You know what I'm saying? S is for W, was it TWISP? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? W is for welcome. You see what I'm saying? S is for special, and P is for pleased. You get what I'm saying? So again, we talked about that first word, which was trusted. And there was a tenant who entrusted themselves to me. Something happened to them. They said, please don't say anything to anybody. And I says, okay, I will not. Out of that caused me to have to depart from my job because I've been trusted, I trusted, allow for the person to trust me and feel trusted by me. It bit me because here's the deal. Security didn't know anything about what took place with the person because the person went upstairs and somebody noticed their condition and asked them questions and found out what it was that have taken place. But I don't know if that individual had told them not to say anything. But however, they found out that I was the one that he told, and he also told me not to say anything, and it backfired. You get what I'm saying? So again, but I'm not security. So at the end of the day, I had a very, very, strong case against it to be able to do certain things. But here's the deal. More importantly than that, when you have a problem with a colleague and a conflict while trying to bounce back from a situation that you're facing with a colleague, rather they're a supervisor or someone over you, all of them are still considered to be colleagues because we all work in the same building. But if you have one main person that's influential, that can get everybody else to not like you because they don't like you because they influence you on them, then can turn into being a conflict. What I did was I allowed for the situation to take its course because I was like, you know what? Listen, I'd rather now know the situation and know what a person actually feel to now choose, or rather not, I want to stay in the same building, more or less the same workplace with that individual ever again, because things change, dynamics change. I'm influence you, they're influence you, both forces, they come together and they, and again, it's not that it was a loss-win situation, but for me, it was a win-win situation. And so today I got the lights on because I want to feel interpersonal with you. And I hope that you feel like I'm sitting with you and I'm with you today. I want to so again, those conflicts can be something that's crazy. Have you ever faced a conflict like that before? You feel what I'm saying? Have that been you as to where, innocently, that you had great intentions, or, by doing certain things, and your policy, your way, what you're doing. But at the end of the day, what you've done have been held against you to some degree that caused you to walk into prosperity. Oh, bars. My boy Dave, give me the hearts. Thank you, sir. You see what I'm saying? These things happen and it would cause you. And sometimes when you have no control over something, right? I might not have that much time to finish all this stuff, but when you have no control over something, let it take its course. You know why? Because there's another door that's about to allow for you to bounce back bigger and better and stronger. You know what I'm saying? And wiser and better and bigger and stronger. But let's go to the next template. And I didn't mean to stay on that, right? When we talk about it, look, here's the first template. Number one, view the conflict as an opportunity to improve your communication, right? And conflict resolution skill. So listen, there have been plenty of times, and the reason why I told you that story is because as we give you this template, I can give you some examples of some of the stuff that we've done. Me knowing humility, and I found out and I realized who it was. It's always good to try and go and make it right. No, 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 not because you're trying to kiss up to anybody to keep a particular job, right? But because you really want to make it right with that individual. Listen, if we do it together, like we talked about yesterday in our communities, it's so good to come together and say, yo, listen, let's resolve the situation. I didn't know that I had a problem or you had a problem with me. And because you do have a situation with me, listen, let's talk about it as gentlemen. You feel what I'm saying? But if you have somebody who says, okay, yes, hey, how you doing? And they give you a whole bunch of floop, 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 right? And then all of a sudden you still hear that there's situations that are taking place. Take that conflict to be an opportunity. That's what you want to do. Take the conflict to be an opportunity. You see what I'm saying? And to improve your communication skills. Listen, without that individual and me knowing how to, and see, this is what I want you to know. There's two different things that you want to take a look at, right? You want to learn the difference between reacting and responding in bigger cases. Some of you got businesses where you have to deal with people. Some of you have books that you have to still deal with people. Some of you have services that you are giving to people. And sometimes you got people who might be difficult to please because they don't like your character. You see what I'm saying? And so nothing could satisfy them, no matter what. When you see a person that's not satisfied, you know what I'm saying? You see a person that's always looking for the negative proportion. Listen, you can't do nothing except control your side by giving as much as you can. Don't bend over backwards, but give a person as much as you can. And if that can't take place, let it just ride out. And if that's the course of you, if it might take you to say, well, we depart, then we depart. Even in relationships, before even getting married, you feel what I'm saying? Listen, if you see red flags, hey, I'm sorry. Look, we got to go. But see every situation as an opportunity to upgrade your skill. You feel what I'm saying? I do it with my family every day. And every time I'm like, look, I'm not going to get mad at them. I just talk to you. Hey, listen, I want you off the game right now. What do you have to say, dear? Okay, I got you. Everything is yes. Because you know why? When you have a big picture, you know the bigger picture, and you know you have an aspiration, you have a goal, you have a vision. Listen, that ought to excite you. You know, despite anything, ought to excite you enough. When we part ways, you know, I shed a few tears because of the people that I would have to say goodbye to, and that won't know and love me, but not because of the job itself. I was rejoicing on the other side. I ain't got to deal with these people, deal with egos, deal with this, deal with that. Don't have to do any of that type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? So happy to be able to even say, I don't have to deal with no attitude. I'm on my own time. You get what I'm saying? So listen, so that's one of the things. Number one. Number two, break down the complex conflict into smaller components, such as identifying specific issues, discussing them with your colleagues, right? And working together to find the solution. It's always good when we work together, like I said. Can I tell you something? If somebody come to you and you know that they did you wrong, right? And you know that it didn't rub you the right way. But if they're coming to you sincerely with an apology, and while we're here, I want to explain to everybody and teach you this one thing. Do you not know what an effective apology is? See, because some people are apologizing, but they're not doing it effectively. What is your effective apology? An effective apology is not only saying that I'm sorry, but acknowledging what you're saying you're sorry for. Acknowledging what you are apologizing for. Hey, I apologize that I stepped on your white sneakers unknowingly. I apologize that while we're in the heat of the moment, you swung, I stepped on your white sneakers deliberately. But listen, that's not really my character, and that's not the kind of atmosphere I want to operate in our workplace. You see what I'm saying? Or in our household. So at the end of the day, I really, really sincerely look you in your eyes and I apologize. Can I tell you something? You could know. Today we have a lot of people who are very, very sensitive. Today we have a lot of people, they take heart to everything. You take a look at them, you smile, they think you funny. You're not funny. You're just trying to make somebody's day. Hey, what's up? What's going on, bro? What's going on, sis? By the way, you smile at a sister, you're not trying to talk to her. You ain't trying to holler. You're just trying to spread love and joy. But because they're not exposed to that, they'll think it's strange because they don't get that. New York is a rough, hard place. You know what I'm saying? That if you ever want to test your faith, if you ever want to test your will, if you ever want to test your skill, go take the train. Go take the bus. Go drive in your car. Watch how many people cut you off. And some of them are not even from New York. Come on, y'all. Y'all know about it. But at the end of the day, we break down the conflict. It's good that if somebody come to you sincerely, it's always a wonderful thing that you could accept their apology and most sincerely. Be sincere about even accepting, not just being apologetic, but even sincerely. You know why? Because that create a bond. I remember the time, The Matrix, I got a few more minutes to come up. The Matrix, I'll never forget it, y'all. Neo, part 2, the Oracle sent for him. And Morpheus, who discovered Neo, was like, listen, if y'all haven't seen it, y'all see part 2 if you ain't seen part 1, part 3. But Morpheus was someone who discovered Neo. Neo was listening to Morpheus, and Morpheus was like, listen, the Oracle will call for us. And as soon as she called for us, we got to go, And he's like, but when's she going to call? When's she going to call? Because he was eager to find out what's going to take place. You see what I'm saying? I'll never, ever, ever, ever forget it. But part 1 was the deal. That was the transformation. Because when Neo never thought that he was the one and Morpheus knew he was the one, before they got to part 2, they actually saw the Oracle real quick. The Oracle looked at Neo and said, sorry, but you're not the one. He was disturbed about it. She says, look, I know you're disturbed about it, but here, I want you to take 2 cookies. You know what I'm saying? And when you take these 2 or 3 cookies, you'll forget the fact that you ever see me. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, it's amazing because even in part 2, after she told him he wasn't the one, he discovered that he was the one. Can I tell you something? Tip right there. Sometimes some people got to tell you how much of what you are not, according to the thing that you believe that you are, so that what you are can come into fruition. Yo, I feel like I'm preaching. I like this light stuff over here. Sometimes you got to find out from how many no's. You have to find out a dozen no's before you get to the one yes, to prove to all the no's you were the thing that you knew that they said no about. You know what I'm saying? That you were. You got to sometimes you got to go through all the difficulties, all the disappointments before you discover the thing that you knew that you were to come to pass. Part 2, watch this. When he went looking for the Oracle in part 2, and I'm not promoting the Matrix, by the way, I'm just using this as the illustration. There was somebody who would protect the Oracle, and he was a Chinese dude, nice with it. He says, you seek the Oracle. He says, yes. He says, okay, walked over to Neo and said, please forgive me. Neo was like, but for what? He says, for this. And he started fighting Neo. Fighting him. I mean, beating. He was trying to, and all he was doing was beating the air because he never had one hit. Neo hit him one good time and said, I'm not going to play with you no more. Bang! He says, okay, oh. He says, okay. So Neo's like, what's the matter? What was that about? He says, I just wanted to make sure that you were the one. He says, listen, all you had to do was ask me. He says, nah. You never, ever truly know someone until after you fought them. I was like, bars! Sometimes when you are in a relationship, it's not until after the 3rd time that y'all fought that you really get a chance to bond and know with them. How many people who have lived in the projects and grown up in the projects like me, who had fights with people? I haven't had many fights. I had maybe 2 fights in 142, and out of fear, I whipped them out. It was out of fear, not by ability. Some of them were bigger than me, but out of fear, I just blacked out. Bang, bang, and I had all of the respect. But me and that person that I fought, back then we had what they call long trench coats. They had like the leather straps on them. We thought we were all balling because everybody walked around looked like Jewish people. We had these long black, and no offense to my Jewish connection, my Jewish friends. I see all of y'all. I see y'all in the chat. Stop playing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? My boy Savvy, he's on the line. You know what I'm saying? Listen, and I mean, we had the long black trench coats, you know what I'm saying, with the leather, and you wasn't balling unless you had the leather back then. All y'all millennials and y'all Gen Zs, y'all don't know nothing about this. You know what I'm saying? We had the leather, long trench coats down, you know what I'm saying, to our ankles. And one of my boys, his name was Van. You know what I'm saying? He was like trying to bully me every single time. Yo, give me your coat. I was like, you ain't taking my coat, champ. You can take my book bag. Here's some money, whatever, lunch money, whatever. You ain't taking my coat. Till one day he pushed my button, and I was like, you know what? I hemmed homie up. Yo, what? Yo, son, I never knew I would be able to do something like that. I promise you, I hemmed him up. I sure did. I hemmed him up like 1, 2, 3. You feel me? Ever since then, him and I have became best friends. That's not the way. Oh, hold on now, champions. That's not the way you got to resolve issues sometimes. Because again, we talk about, you know what I'm saying, bouncing back. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes in complexities, you got to sometimes know how to come together and say, yo, I apologize for the actions that we've done. And if somebody give you an effective apology enough, you know what I'm saying, you got to receive it in that same vein and watch both of you just come together. Even if you had a fight, right? And you were the one who lost. The one who lost still get respect because they weren't scared to fight the other person. That's where we come from. Today, everybody want to grab a gun because they don't know how to fight. At least we had fair fights back then. Look, I'm not here to promote fighting, you know what I'm saying? But again, break down the complexity, you know what I'm saying, of the situations that you faced, you know, rather on the workplace. Break it down into small components. All right, how can we resolve this situation? You know what I'm saying? You're always at the coffee machine first. How about this? You know what I'm saying? Whoever's at the coffee machine first, let that person, you know what I'm saying, clean up, you know what I'm saying, and make sure that you make it right for the next person, and we square away. We're good. You feel what I'm saying? That person be like, you know what? Okay, not a problem. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's a conflict in the workplace where your supervisor is giving you overwhelmingly too much work, and now you can't finish yours in a day. Now you're doing the work that you're supposed to do today, tomorrow. You feel me? Let's talk about it. How can we break this up? How can you get me to have an assistant to help you with the stuff that you're supposed to be doing anyway? Anyway, listen, break it up. You know what I'm saying? Discuss it. It's always good to talk. When you talk certain things out, it's always a wonderful thing. Me and my wife, we find ourselves having a lot of like family meetings and discussions. Can I talk to you in the room, please? Can I talk to you in the room, please? Can I talk to you? You know what I'm saying? And we talk about it. Thank you for, you know, and we thank each other. Thank you for sharing with me what it is that you feel. Thank you for sharing me your feelings about it. Let me help you and enlighten you about how you feel. It's always good to discuss. If you can't talk to the person you have a problem with, the problem will never be resolved. And you know how you know? When you take a look at them, you try to look at them in your eyes. You have a clear conscience, but they can't look at you because they got the problem. They got the issue. And then until you force it, yo, what's up? I love you. What's going on? Talk to me. What's up? What's going on? I can't stand a person who will say something to you and then say something different to other people. We can't rock. You just told me we can't be friends. You know what I'm saying? You saying something different to somebody else or being more specific to that particular individual, but you can't talk to me about it. I thought I was your friend. It's not cool. Break it down, you know what I'm saying, into smaller specific issues. You know what I'm saying? Discuss it with each other. You know what I'm saying? It don't even have to be just the workplace. You got what I'm saying? I've been on this too long. Here's the last one, but not least. Seek feedback and guidance from supervisors or HR, you know what I'm saying, to navigate the situation more effectively when you're on the workplace. Have anybody ever had a problem with people at your workplace? We're talking about how you bounce back from certain specific situations. And one of those situations is always found in the workplace. You get what I'm saying? Got some more tips for you real quick. Listen, build a strong support team. You see what I'm saying? It's always good. Surrounding yourself with friends, families, mentors who can provide emotional support of encouragement. You get what I'm saying? When you're trying to bounce back from any type of situation. And listen, the workplace was something else, you know, but in any situation, I don't know what you bounce back. How many times you started, you know what I'm saying, your own business, you started to find some momentum. You may not even know if you're starting a business. You don't even know that you're starting a portfolio of songs and poetry and stuff that you want to write that you might want to bless people with. You might not know what you're starting. You might not know exactly where you're going with it, but have some idea of what you want to do. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes you're going to get a whole bunch of no's. You might have a whole bunch of failures that you might need the support system. I really, really bless God for my brother, David Michael Quinones. Yes, I put your whole government out there because I want people to know specifically, you know, he is my brother indeed. I mean, someone who want you to win. He said, yo, listen, this is what I want you to do. I have a whole bunch of brothers. Don't get it twisted. You know know what I'm saying? My boy Wise and Tillman, you know what I'm saying? My brother Steven Wilson, you know what I'm saying? My boy John Arrington, you know what I'm saying? When I need somebody to pray with me and pray for me, I go to my brother John. You feel what I'm saying? My wife, you know what I'm saying, who's been a great support, holding our children down so I can do what I have to do to try to make what I have to make and do what I have to do. Again, I have a lot of brothers, I have a lot of sisters that love me. You know what I'm saying? And they will never ever cross the line with me. You know, you need a support system. Get a support system. My boy Leon is on the line. That's another one of my brothers. We have a good conversation every time we talk. Let's go to the next one real quick. So I don't want to go after my time. Practice self-care. Sometimes when you have to bounce back from a situation, you know what I'm saying? You tried it and then it failed. You tried it again, then it failed. You have opportunities to find out why it failed that way. You know, and sometimes when things can't happen and things don't work, here's what most professionals, here's what most entrepreneurs do. Most people who are in leadership, this is what they do. Okay, fine. It failed the first, second, third, fourth time, right? But how could I make it happen? Because I know deep down inside of me, it can happen. And sometimes, just like you have to recover from beatdown, you sometimes got to recover from victories too, you know? But more so in between that, you have to recover from the processes that you've taken of the no's. Sometimes you get no, it didn't work out. You get no, it didn't work out, to that one magical moment, that one miracle moment. And all of a sudden you're like, I was on the brink of giving up, just giving up. Shout out to my boy Clyde Sally. The reason why I'm shouting him out is because I'm so grateful to him that he is friends with my boy John Arrington. Why? Because I'm going to tell you the reason why. Listen, if you know people who are gifted, my boy Raleigh Young is somebody who can sing rafters off of people's feet. He can sing Mary Had a Little Lamb and make you cry. Like, yo, who is this dude? But listen, that's the reason why people, especially as the African-American community, we have to know how to encourage people and how to support each other. You feel what I'm saying? Why am I saying that? Because see, this dude we call John Arrington does great, phenomenal movies, right? If we kill him, then we kill ourselves of the benefits of being able to enjoy the movies that he made. If I kill my boy Raleigh, I kill myself with the opportunity to enjoy the gift of singing that he have. I can't sing like that dude. You crazy? You see what I'm saying? Kill Donald, right? Then we tune in every day. Hopefully we're saying something based upon the results. Who's going to get up 10, 11 o'clock? You know what I'm saying? And tune in while you're at work, right? You don't want to kill the benefits. And people, for sure, we got podcasts everywhere, but nobody's going to do it like you. Nobody's going to do it like her. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain love and a certain, respect and humility that you want to give to people, to tell people, listen, I'm not doing this to get paid. I'm doing this because I really care about you and I love you. You feel what I'm saying? So, excuse me, care about yourself. I'm getting excited. Care about yourself. Self-care is a wonderful practice that. Prioritize your physical and mental well-being. You get enough rest. Yo, listen, here's a quick testimony, all of y'all. We're almost done. Quick testimony. Last night, I came home. I got to drink me some coffee. And right now, whether you know it or not, my wife, Monique Nicole, you know what I'm saying? Francis on the line. And I saw somebody who represented Monique Walker before her. I don't know if that's her. Because if that is her, you ever say, whoa. But somebody more importantly than that, Monique Francis on the line on YouTube, she could tell you as my witness. And by the way, just for y'all to understand what she says, you are preaching. I'm trying to talk, babe. I'm trying to talk. I'm not trying to preach, but I'm trying to talk. You know what I'm saying? But listen, last night I went home, and for the first time in a long time, a little after 8 o'clock, I ironed my clothes. Preparation, prevent poor performance. Ironed my clothes, got myself together. I didn't even eat dinner last night. I was so tired mentally. I didn't do the bullets that I gave you until early this morning. And I went to sleep. And I normally leave at about 6:30. I got about 6:45. But because I was already prepared, all I had to do was clunk, clunk, clunk. By the way, that's not the reason why I have a different setup. I just want to feel more interpersonal with you. And a great woman that said, listen, I want to see more of you. Take off the hat, turn on the lights. I want to see you. That was my wife. She's the one who said that. I was like, you better stop, girl. You stop playing right here. Stop playing. I'm on. But anyway, it's not the, you know what I'm saying? But listen, Support system is wonderful. Self-care is a wonderful thing. Prioritize yourself physically, mentally, your well-being. You know what I'm saying? Get enough rest. I did enough of that. That's why I feel good today. You know what I'm saying? Eat. You know what I'm saying? Nutritious foods. Exercise regularly. Come on, John Harrington. And engage in, watch this. Oh, engage in wonderful techniques that will cause your meditation, you know what I'm saying, and for you to deeply breathe properly. So again, you want techniques, breathing, techniques and stuff like that. Meditation, always a great thing, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Always a great thing. Here's the other thing too. I want to make sure building a support, building a strong support system. That's also, you know what I'm saying? A support system is always great. You know what I'm saying? Self-care is always great. Embracing flexibility. This is where we're going to go. Be adaptable and be open to change. Accept that life is unpredictable sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That flexibility can help you navigate unexpected twists and turns in life. We have to learn how to be flexible. We have to learn how to be adaptable and dodge bullets. You see what I'm saying? In any situation. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said about Paul, you know what I'm saying? He knew how to readjust himself in any adjustment that have come his way. You have a plan to shoot straight for the stars. But listen, life are going to throw challenges at you, and you got to be prepared for life challenges. We talked about some of those challenges, you know what I'm saying, in our situation. Listen, real quick, you know what I'm saying? You have to embrace, you have to be flexible, embrace flexibility. Watch this, learn from your failures. And here's the last time, maintain a strong sense of purpose. You see what I'm saying? Listen, I got to go. You know what I'm saying? From this segment, you see what I'm saying? But yeah, you want to do all of that. Hopefully by Monday, we can come back to them. If you want to go deeper, you know what I'm saying? Do me a favor, go right there to manifestthoughts888@gmail.com and we can help you go deeper with this. Listen, y'all, this has been brought to you by Blade. Fly the future. You see what I'm saying? The future is the future. You see what I'm saying? And one thing about Blade is that nobody ever flown Blade like this. You go into a helicopter, you know what I'm saying? You want to go and get to the airport in just 5 minutes because you've been in Manhattan. You're trying to, scale your business. You're trying to make business deals. It went to 5:30. Who want to sit in traffic, you know what I'm saying, in between 5:30 and you got to be on the plane at 7? Well, good news. If you're there at Hudson Yards or around, 30th Street, 11th Avenue, watch this. You're only two blocks away. And for just $195, you can get to the airport in just 5 minutes. All of you business owners, entrepreneurs, CEOs, this is for you. All of you, you know what I'm saying, who work up under CEOs. If you're just a regular worker, no matter what, you know what I'm saying, your value is just the same. But watch this. You want to go right there and type in Donald F and F for Francis. Your first flight, they'll take $50 off your first flight. You feel me? And go and fly the future. Watch this. Not only that, but Yolanda Brathwaite, she have her auto book that's out. It's just $12.99. You know what I'm saying? Right there on Amazon. Go get it. It's going to floor you. You will love what have taken place in her life to get value and get answers. You know what I'm saying? In her life and out of her life. Men, go get it too. I already purchased it. Like I said, still, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I love to listen. I love to read. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who've come up in special ed. Watch this. I'm the one who's doing it now. Bars. You feel what I'm saying? But go get it. Yolanda is a phenomenal lady. Yo, don't forget our boys. That dude right there who's on the line, John Arrington. That dude right there, Clyde Sally. That dude right there, Dave Kiotis. They looking like the boss. Watch this. They're now, connected to America New Network. And watch this. Their motion picture love is into play, y'all. It's on. Go get the app. You could download it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, Android. You know what I'm saying? Apple, whichever way, go download the app. Don't forget to look for love. Type in, and if you can't find it when you first see it, type in love and you'll see this icon come up. All right? If you don't see this icon, don't stop until you see it. Don't stop, see it. Don't stop until you see love. All right? Listen, let me ask you a question real quick. Would you like to promote your ad right here on Manifested Thoughts Podcast? Listen, all I need you to do is go right here. manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about nice, really legit price talk, send your ad right here. I want for people to know exactly what you're doing. It's not just us. Send your ad. You want to advertise your business, advertise your book, advertise your movie, advertise your merch. Yo, right here. This is where you want to do it. Right here. You know what I'm saying? Manifest Thoughts Podcast. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Stop playing. Go do it. You know what I'm saying? Manifest Thoughts 888@gmail.com. Listen, don't forget that we have the motion picture, you know what I'm saying, short film flashes from our dudes, Real Block Film. Check it out.
Did you notice the climate between cops and citizens? They think we're the problem.
I know, all right, I know.
We got Jay.
Tommy is a good cop. He's one of our own.
This is a direct response to all the pain we carry.
What did I do?
Well, since you don't remember, I'm gonna help you out.
Tommy, you didn't think he was gonna let him and his friend do it.
We just need to talk to him about it.
Find him!
Judah should be the last of those.
Order in my courtroom now.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Donald Francis, and welcome to Manifested Thoughts Podcast, where we're helping people bring their imagination into reality. Yo, we're already giving away gifts, and we're only a few subscribers in. The only thing you have to do is go to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. One more time, manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. After you do that, you'll type in giveaways and type in one of the topics that we talked about on our platform, and bam, it's over. Just like that. Back to the program.
Gonna hit the ground running.
Yeah, running. Yo, listen, y'all. I want to say thank you so very, very much for even coming out. Listen, for those of you who want to be a part of our giveaways, it's very, very simple. We are going to be announcing our giveaway the day after Christmas, which is, you want to go right here, manifestthoughts888@gmail.com to be a contestant for our giveaways. Listen, the reason why we do giveaways is not because of the fact that you don't have anything. We want you to come and we want to have some fun at the same time that we are giving you content and stuff like that while we're giving you presentations and all of that. And again, it's just to participate, to see who will win. You feel what I'm saying? So do me a favor. Can y'all go right there, manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com, you know what I'm saying, and put in giveaways and let us know what episode you've seen to let us know that you're watching. I want to give, I'm saying, you homage. I want to give homage to all of you. Listen, I want to give a quick praise report, and that is, I want you to know that when I started the live, I was at about 140 subscribers on YouTube. I'm so happy and humbled for humble beginnings. You know what I'm saying, in small beginnings and small wins, to announce to you that I do now have 170 subscribers on YouTube. Yeah. Could y'all give us the hearts up for that, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Let us know. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to 200. If you can get me to the 200 mark, I would really appreciate it. All you got to do is go to YouTube, type in Manifested Thoughts Podcast. Manifested Thoughts Podcast. All right. And when you go there, press subscribe, press like. If you want to leave a comment, let the algorithm know that we're here. I would really, really appreciate it. And I want to just say thank you for all of you who have subscribed to YouTube thus far. I really appreciate that. I'm really trying to get to the 500 mark, but I'll get to my 200 first, get to the 3 and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because again, and we're doing things, it's affording us to do things, you know what I'm saying, that other content creators who have over 1,000 subscribers are doing. You see what I'm saying? So again, I want to say thank you so very, very much. Listen, when you bounce back from something, see what I'm saying, I want you to know that when you bounce back, it's okay. It might not work out the first time, may not work out the second time, may not work out the third time, fourth time, and or fifth time. But if you believe in something, rather you have progress or not, let me say, I started out with just 2 people following me. You feel what I'm saying? Started out with stuff like that. John Harrington, I see you, my dude. He says, oh, okay. He got up on YouTube. That's my dude. You know what I'm saying? When you start out with something, I want you to understand something. You know, it's not, you got to give yourself some time to grow. It's been 2 weeks. Now you're trying to give up. What's wrong with you, champ? What's up with you, lady? Stop playing. Don't give up on your dreams. Do what you love. You know what I'm saying? If you have a skill set, if you have something you can offer to people, that's your ingredient. That's your specialty. You know what I'm saying? And don't give up. Brand your specialty. You know what I'm saying? Know how to make it scalable. You feel what I'm saying? But give yourself some time to watch it grow. Stop watching everybody else. You get what I'm saying? Don't ever compare your beginning to somebody else's middle. Because as soon as you compare it to somebody else's middle, you're going to start to fall out. Don't be distracted by other people's success. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure that you're still doing what you got to do. Be inspired by what they do. Be inspired, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? And I want you to be encouraged today. Listen, this is the reason why I'm talking to you about my small beginnings, talking to you about our come-ups, talking to you about our love. Look at the love that's on this place today. You feel what I'm saying? I appreciate it. And I can see you if you're on Facebook. Oh, I'm sorry, John, I thought you was on YouTube, but you're on Facebook, shows up on the YouTube icon if you come through our business chat. You know what I'm saying? If you come through my personal chat, I got to look at it on a different screen. But I appreciate each and every one of you for the love and sharing, you know what I'm saying, your love and your time. You know what I'm saying? Some of you at work, some of you at home. You know, you remember your brother right here, your cousin, your dude, your homie, you know, for coming out. And today I wanted to feel like I was just talking to you. And that's the reason why I turned on the lights. I didn't put no LED lights on. You know what I'm saying? I just did a smaller setup. It's Friday. I want for everybody to have a Merry Christmas. If you're having it yourself, have yourself a merry little Christmas. You get what I'm saying? Don't let it be about how many people you bought stuff for. Don't let it be about, oh, what you spent on people. Give people what they want. But the best thing you can give, and this is what I'm giving to my people and my family this year, I'm giving them me. They're giving themselves to me. You feel what I'm saying? And hopefully my wife will make a nice dinner with the stuffing and stuff like that. Yeah, I did. I pitched it. You see what I'm saying? Look, I only got 2 more minutes, but I want to say thank you so very, very much for being who you are. We are not on weekends. We're only located Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m., bringing you the best content that we can get. Listen, I did not promote my online course yet because I'm still making sure that it'll be something, watch this, that not I want for you, but something you need, and that you can always go back as a point of reference and say, I've been better. And it's created a system about self-development. It's metaphorical about, a cake method and the 3 stages of life, the ingredients you need in life, your baking and patience stage in life. You know what I'm saying? And then it's time for you to market yourself in life. Decorate, just get your merch together, get the marketing and promotion together. We're going to help you get there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so happy and I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for stopping by. Listen, it's your boy Donald Francis. And listen, if you have any questions, you have anything that you wanted to, leave me, you have any questions about starting your YouTube channel, that's another thing too. I want to help you start your YouTube channel. I want to help you start your content. I want to help you get on Facebook. And I want to help you get the right equipment. You know what I'm saying? And whatever it is that I don't know, I have people in my circle that know. You feel what I'm saying? So listen, y'all, I want you to be able to love on each other, share the wealth. Real quick, let me give a shout out to Sherry Nichols Horton, John Arrington, Awarding Goods Solutions, you know what I'm saying, Takia Fuller, you know what I'm saying, Dave Quinones, you know what I'm saying, Dan Elliott, Adele Parker Brown, Monique Francis who's on YouTube, my boy Uber, you know who you are, Uber David, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna call you like that, that's my dude, that's me being interpersonal with him. Tasha Isaac, hey, what's up, Gabby? What's going on? Suki on the line, hey, Suki's here. You're saying Yolanda, good to see you. Mo Middleton, you know what I'm saying? Good to see you. My dude, Marlon, we're gonna be doing some good stuff here. Can't wait. Miriam, oh, Marlon, okay, I thought I said Miriam, okay. Wow. Terrell Scott is my bro. You know what I'm saying? Willamette Martin, Dave Quinones, Maybell, hey, that's my sis. You know what I'm saying? Pat Farmer, John Arrington is everywhere. God, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Leon Wright. Look at all these people. Takia Fuller. Jonathan Senior, what's up, my dude? RJ, what's up, boy? Y'all haven't heard from you in a while. What's up, my guy? You inbox me? Ooh, me and you. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Jonathan Hall, my big brother. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Sherry Davis, good to see you. Big hug. Sherry Davis, good to see you. Make sure. And all of you who are on our email list, I can't see you because the monitor's way up there. But I see all of y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Good to see you again. It's your boy Donald Francis, y'all. And until Monday, have yourself a Merry Christmas. Eat well, give gifts, spread love this year, and I will see you on next week. New Year's is coming, y'all. I can't wait for that. But until then, y'all, peace. Love y'all.